Hey guys, welcome to the next session of JDBC course for absolute beginners. In the last session we worked on update record operation, and in that we created the logic so that we can update any record by its roll number. So we worked on that, and till now we completed this insert record, then select record, and then we worked on again select record. But in that session we created one stored procedure, and we used the callable statement, and we got to know that how we can use the callable statement and how we can call any stored procedure. And in that same session we created one more stored procedure, which was accepting roll number as a parameter, and which was returning us particular record with depending upon this roll number. And again we seen how we can call that stored procedure with the help of this callable statement. So we seen everything on that one. So now only one operation that is left back is delete operation. So we worked on this create, then retrieve or select, then we worked on the update operation as well. Now the last thing that is left is delete operation. So today in this session we are going to work on the delete operation. So over here we have already created these multiple options, and we have already added these switch case and all. So in these option, let me give one more option, that is system.out.println, and let me add the sixth option, that is delete operation. And by the way, if you need or if you want to watch the whole series, the link is in the description box, and you can maybe check out on this card itself. So you will find link in the description box. You can check out my channel playlist and everything that you can check. So delete record, that will be my sixth option. So let me create one more method. So let me go at the end of this file, and after this update operation, let me add one more method that is called as a delete record. So make sure you are adding this delete operation out of this update operation method, because we cannot declare one method into another method. So that's why we just need to make sure on these curly brackets as well. And let me add one more method, that is public void delete record. So this is my method name, which will not return anything to me, and inside these two curly brackets we need to add the logic for deleting the record. So this delete record method I just want to call when user will choose the option, that is sixth option. So now in this case, let me add one more case, that is case 6, and when user will enter as a 6 as its choice, I just need to call student database dot delete record. So student database is an object of my current class. So my current class name is student database, and this student database is object of my current class. So if you are following my sessions from initial stage, then you may have all kind of these codes. And if you don't have this code, you can definitely check out my previous sessions, or you can add this code into this over here. So now we have added the case 6th, and then we just need to break after that. And let me just save this code. And now let me go back to this delete record method, and inside this let me add one dummy message. So that I just want to ensure that my record or delete record method is working perfectly fine. So delete method is working. So this is just a dummy message that I want to check. If user enters the 6 value, then I just want to see this message, and if we are able to see this message, then that means our method and switch case, everything is working perfectly fine. So now I entered the 6 and delete method is working. So now the delete method is working perfectly fine. So we just need to remove this dummy code, and instead we just need to put the actual code. So over here we just need to create the query. So that is string. I'll just store it into the SQL is my variable name. So let me make it as SQL is equals to delete from student, which is my table name. I will also show you this table structure and all. So delete from student name, where roll number is my column name, is equals to, And as of now, let me go back to this MySQL command line, and over here I just fired this command, that is select star from student. This contains 4 records like Raj, Sandeep, Sonali and Harsh. So as of now I'll just hard code the value. So let's suppose if I want to delete this roll number 6, so as of now I'll just hard code the value over here, and once we are able to delete the record with the help of hard coded value, then only we will update this line to take the user input. So let me make it as delete from student where roll number is equals to 6. So as of now I'll just hard code this value. Now over here we just need to create the statement, and for that we just need to use the connection. So there are 6 steps that we need to follow while playing around the JDBC. The first one is load and register the driver. The second one is establish the connection. The third one is create the platform. Fourth one is to execute the query. Fifth one is to process the result, and sixth one is to close all the connections. Among all these 6 steps, we have already performed 2 steps, that is load and register the driver over here, and we have created the connection as well. So make sure you are doing everything this, and if you are following my sessions, then you may have this code. Otherwise if you know the things, you can add the code. Otherwise you can check out my previous sessions, because I do not want to make this session as much long, and I'm not going to repeat all those things. Now over here the query is done, so we just need to we just need to create the platform, and connection is already done. So we just need to use connection, which is my reference dot create statement. So I'm going to use statement interface as my platform. So let me store the statement reference. So the statement is an interface which comes from java.sql package. You will get some other statement and other classes and interfaces as well, but make sure you are using the one that comes from java.sql package. And let me give the reference as statement is equals to connection.create statement. Now this connection.create statement method will throw one exception. So I just need to add these to the method signature, because I have handled this exception into my main method. So let me show you, but as of now let me throws as SQL exception like this. So if any exception occurs in the delete record method will throw the SQL exception to the main method, which is my caller, and inside the main method we have added the logic, that is try and catch, which is capable of handling any exception. So we don't need to worry about this one. We will just, if the exception occur into the delete record method, we will just throw that exception. And now the statement is created. We just need to perform the operation, that is statement dot execute update, and inside the brackets we need to pass the SQL query. So my SQL query is stored into this SQL variable, so we just need to pass that SQL variable over here, and then it will return me one integer number. So that integer number is nothing but the number of rows which are affected by this query. And if the number of rows is greater than 0, then that means record is deleted successfully. Like this. So let me now save this code, and let me now run this code, and let's see what happens when I try to run this code. So over here I have hard coded the value as 6, and as of now in my table I have 4 rows, that is 5, 6, 7 and 8. And if I try to run this code as it is, it should delete the record which is the roll number 6. So let me run this code, and let's see what happens when I try to delete any record. So let me add option as 6 and record deleted successfully. So let me go to this one, and let me hit the query again, and then we are able to see these records, that is 3 records of 5, 7 and 8. That is 6th record is deleted successfully. So that means our query is working perfectly fine. So over here, let's suppose we just need to add the dynamic values. So over here we have hard coded the values, but we do not want these hard coded values. Instead we just need to ask the user that enter the roll number that needs to be deleted, and when the user enters any roll number, and that particular roll number value we want to delete. So over here, before this SQL variable, let me add one more message like enter roll number to delete, and then we just need to use int roll number is equals to integer dot parse int, and over here I am using my scanner class. So scanner dot next line like this. So make sure you are doing everything in this way only. So over here I have already created this scanner in my first session itself. So over here we will be able to find this scanner object. If you haven't created this one, you can write this line at the top or at the before this main method. So now we have added the scanner and we are able to take the number from the user as an input. So whatever number user will enter, we just need to use that roll number instead of these hard coded value. So let me remove these 6, and instead of that let me append this roll number like this. Now let me save this code and let me try to rerun this code, and let's see what happens on the console. So over here it is asking me for the option, so let me choose 6 and let me see what are the roll numbers which are available. So we have 5, 7, 8. So this time let me try to delete 8, and now the record is deleted successfully. And let me use select star from student, and yes, the record is deleted successfully, and we are able to see only 5 and 7 which is present in the table, and 8th record is deleted successfully. So this is how we can perform this delete operation. So I hope you got an idea around this, how we can perform the delete operation and how we can use these statement, and how we can first of all hard code the value, and once we got the output with the hard coded value, then only we should go for this dynamic value, because if hard coded value is not working, then there are very less chances that this dynamic value will work. So till now we completed all the CRUD operations, that is create, then select, then update and delete, and we have used all the platforms, that is statement, prepared statement and callable statement. So which we have used all these platforms. So I hope you got an idea around this one. And in this code we have couple of things that we need to understand, because in the update record and in the other things as well, we used the code like some repeated code. So in a professional manner, if you want to talk about professional manner, we don't add these kind of repeated code and all. So in an upcoming session I'm going to add one more video which will contain all the CRUD operations again, and which will be totally with this professional manner. So which will contain the code like how we can write all the code professionally. So I'm going to make one more session on that as well, but this is how we can perform all the operations. So this is very basic sessions that we need to first of all understand, and once we got the basic, then only we need to move forward for some code enhancements. So I hope you got an idea around this one, and I hope you enjoyed this session, and we'll see you in the next session.